So here they have given the company's history. So Couchweb was founded 20 years ago by Chet Nolan, Jen Kramer, Joe Ying. The three founders have been friends since university. Before founding Couchweb, Chet was an IT director for a company which designed websites. This word is very important here because this is going to be used later in when telling what is the roles which are like played by these people. So Chet Nolan, okay, is a person, is an IT director, and he's for a company which designed websites. So then we are moving to the next person. Jen Kramer was a lawyer specializing in contract law and copyrights. So this is very keen here, where this person, this Jen, he is a lawyer, so he knows how to create contracts with people, how law has to be enforced. So these things he might have a grasp. And Joe was a marketing director for a large media company. So this also is very good for the company because he has been a marketing director for a large media company, and together all these three people can have created this company, and still I think they can play a huge role in contributing their expertise here. So that's about the characteristics of the founders here. And if you take the plus point is they have balanced knowledge. It's not that all three of them are from marketing or all three of them from law background or from IT background. They are like balanced. One person is from IT, one person is in law, one person is in marketing. So that's very balanced kind of knowledge that they possess. So this paragraph, I think if you could read it by yourself, is nothing but the old business model which this company had. So earlier this company rented out DVDs by post to customers who posted them back after watching them. So that's the business model earlier. As there was no internet facility earlier, they just rented out the DVDs. Once it has been viewed, the customer will return it back to the company. But in the recent 10 years only, the internet's speed and capacity has become much more wider. So it has helped companies like Couchweb to broadcast their content or stream their content. So that's about in page 3. So we'll move on here. So this company Couchweb has been growing both organically and by acquiring other media companies. So there has been an element of M&A. So this becomes key here. So if you want, you can note it down that there has been an M&A element earlier. So there can be an M&A element in the future also. So the case study, the unseen can give you data like there is going to be a merger by Couchweb, so or an acquisition by Couchweb, and they might ask you its implications. So this company has already done it, so I feel that they could do it again better. So that's about the M&A part here. Couchweb is now one of the world's largest media companies. See, they don't own much of the content, but still they are the world's largest media company. It says here. Initially, it operated exclusively in mainland, but it has gradually moved into neighboring countries, and now it streams content to more than 100 countries in 20 languages. So what's a good thing? More customers are acquired at a lesser cost. How? You create a movie and you just add a voice over it in that other language, something in French, okay, or in Spanish, and you just stream it in Couchweb. But that's a good thing. But what's a bad thing? Content acceptable in one country might not be accepted in another country. So a movie which is like very famous and accepted in US might not be accepted in China, or it cannot be accepted in India. So that can be a problem. So you can't simply just put some voiceover and you change the language and you can telecast in another country. It's there is a cultural element which can be a problem. See, Couchweb's business model is differing from the traditional television broadcasters. So you can view the television through two ways. Okay, there's one and there's number two in two ways. One, you can view TV through broadcast using terrestrial transmitters that is equivalent to what we call as cable TV. So that's one. And two, it's another thing called as DTH, direct to home, or something like set-top box. So that is the second thing he tells here. So this case is like moving, tells about what is this satellite television, what is this transmitters or something. It just tells some technical things here, which is I don't think is much required. If you are using a set-top box, the set-top box company has to give you the hardware, that set-top box, okay, for which you pay, but sometimes it might be more than what you pay. It might cost more than what you pay. So it is actually a high cost model for the competitor. So that's a bad thing. Okay, so we'll move on to the next paragraph. CouchWeb relies on subscribers accessing content over the internet using any equipment that offers internet connection. So that can be a smartphone, a television, or a tablet, or a PC. Okay, these things. All content is placed on a website enabling subscribers to stream TV programs and movies at any time that is convenient to them. Subscribers are kept at a low price to attract high volumes of subscribers. This is a very key point. This is a very key point here. This is a very key point here because this tells what is the company's model. Okay, the model is business model is absolutely important. The company plays a game called as volume game. They want more number of people, but people are going to pay only less amount of money. So the company is going to churn out a huge amount of money in this manner. Low price, attract high volumes, get more cash flow, and the company can do well. Only subscribers can access the content because the website requires a valid username and password to log in. So that's about their business model here. This paragraph tells you about CouchWeb introduced a number of key innovations in terms of its business model and its use of technology, but the founders have always agreed that it is content. So this is what is a key thing. Founders have always agreed that it is content that sells subscription. Offer good TV programs, offer good movies, people will come and subscribe. So everything is content driven here. Good content, more subscriptions. Bad content, less subscriptions. So that's how the model works. Subscribers will cancel their subscriptions if they are disappointed by the choice of content that is offered to them. So it's the good thing and the bad thing. So you see what is the implication for the company. Customer has high power. He can cancel the subscription at any time. Customers can cancel the subscription at any time. That's what he says. Leads to volatility in income. You can't predict what is going to be even your next month inflow. So that is the problem. We will move on to page number 5. Okay, we start from here. Mission statement. CouchWeb's mission statement is always entertaining. That can never be something called always entertaining. That can, for example, what is entertaining? Entertaining can be something like playing games, going to beach, watching movies, or playing with kids. See, everything is like entertainment. We can't say that it's like always entertaining. It's a very too broad mission statement. So I don't think that will work well. Better, what you could do is you can browse the internet. This is an activity for you. Browse the internet and search what is Netflix mission and vision statement is, so that you will get an idea of what Netflix has, and you can use that even in your exam if you get a case like that. Okay. And about the vision, CouchWeb's vision is to become the best global entertainment service in the world. I think that's okay. License the best entertainment content available for streaming to CouchWeb's customers. Get the license and give it to customers to watch. Provide movie and television production studios with access to audience. So this company is a platform company. One side they have movie and television production studios, on the other side they have an audience. So that is another good thing. Encourage innovation and creativity in the production of TV programs and movies. So they want to create very good new kind of movies. So even that is really good. The only thing which is not appropriate here is always entertaining. That's not, I don't think it's correct. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Industry background. So we are not going to go through each paragraph by paragraph, but we'll see what are the key points here. These 2 lines tell you how many number of competitors are there. See, currently there are only a relatively small number of major companies involved. So the number of streaming companies are quite low, but even though the number is low, their size is much more bigger. So that is what the industry is. So we can think that small emerging companies can be taken over by the major other small bigger competitors here. That is something that can happen. So that's about he says. And 2, this paragraph, it says little need to establish physical infrastructure before expanding into other countries. If the company wants to expand, what is its implication? It just needs very little amount of physical infrastructure. So less capital is involved. If the company wants to expand its business, very simple. They have to get some. They have to just broadcast. They have to just go to another country. They don't need to create any physical infrastructure. I think they might get some permission. I don't think even permission might be required from the government to create to move into another new country, because it's the customers who are going to subscribe the content. So there won't be much of regulatory trouble as of this page. Okay, as of this page there is no regulatory trouble. So if the company wants to expand, it's very simple. It can easily do it because the need for physical infrastructure is less and capital involved is less. They can easily go to many countries. But new competitors can emerge as lesser capital is required.